quickly, we're not going to go through these in any great detail, but you'll remember there are the two different types of tax penalty. The one that I think everybody tried to avoid, it's got this name of the death penalty from commenters out there, is if you actually fail to offer insurance, not affordable insurance, but if you have 10% of your staff that's full-time gets no offer of insurance, then you could be subjected to penalty A. So if you're a school out there who hasn't done any Obamacare planning, or if you're a new business official, you're not sure what your school has done, it's worth asking around for some of that historical knowledge.
And notice again that offer does not equal pay for. Offer means that you could get insurance through EHA from the school if you're willing to write a check. That people are confused by that every single year.
So again, one of those things that if you've been, if your board said, just give any classified staff member the offer of a single, you probably haven't really been thinking about that. But if you're a school who has said, we're only going to offer full-time people and we're only going to offer them half of a single or something like that, it could be that now your determination of who was full-time and not is going to impact whether you're complying. The key here is you either have to offer it of all of your people who are full-time under the definition. So from your superintendent all the way on down to the para that just barely averages over 30 hours. When you look at all of those folks, you have to make sure that you're offering to 95% or all but 5 of those folks. Otherwise, you could technically be eligible for the bigger tax penalty, which is a lot more, basically.
One last thing, as you read, when you're working to actually fill these forms out and you start seeing minimum essential coverage or minimum value, anything that starts with any abbreviation that starts with an M, when I'm reading Obamacare stuff, anything that starts with an M, in my mind, I'm like, oh, I don't have to worry about that. Why is that? Because we are assuming that Educators Health Alliance offers coverage that has minimum essential coverage and minimum value. And we don't even mess with that stuff. And the only reason I bring that up is as I was reading through this stuff to get ready for today, I was seeing all the MEC, MV website. Oh, right, I don't have to worry about that. So if it starts with an M, pretty much, you can set it aside. Now, if you are one of 3 districts in the state and you're on this webinar that doesn't have EHA, I'm also assuming that your plans have minimum essential coverage and minimum value, but I cannot say that with as much confidence.
Yeah. So that's the other penalty, the individual penalty. That's the one if you do not offer insurance or offer unaffordable insurance to any individual staff member, that person goes to healthcare.gov and qualifies for a premium subsidy on the insurance exchange. So this individual employee penalty, the one that the school that we looked at had to pay for a couple dozen of its employees, that's the different penalty where we're looking at each person's individual status and whether you offer them affordable insurance. We didn't plan on spending any more time on those. We're happy to answer any questions though, because I think we're coming up on a break here shortly.